Hey guys, it's Megan from Crazy Bananas. Thank you so much, everybody, for weighing in on the podcast versus vlog question. I loved hearing all your responses and all your reasons for why you liked podcasts versus blogs or vice versa. In terms of the results, I got about half wanting a vlog, half wanting a podcast, and several also saying, why don't you just do both? So the reason I'm afraid of doing both is there's only one of me and I have a lot on my plate, but I do love the idea of doing both, which is partially why I asked you guys to chime in. I was hoping to get an idea of what would be more enjoyable for you guys to either watch or listen to. So the current plan is that I am going to be working on behind the scenes vlogs. So probably anything too intense. Probably a lot like what I would share on like an Instagram story or Snapchat, or now that Facebook has Facebook stories, some behind the scenes things, maybe some how-tos, things like that, with a little higher production value than what you get in a social media story type of situation. But the podcast is happening. I am so excited. I'm not quite ready to share with you guys the title of the podcast yet, but let's just say it's going to be a podcast all about badass women. I am so excited about this, you guys. This is going to be focused on women who have failed, who fell flat on their faces. Hi, have we met? People that have worked really, really hard, overcome lots of obstacles, and then have been successful, have succeeded, have done great things out in the world, whether that's with their jobs, whether that's creatively, whether that's as an activist or somebody who's working in their communities. I cannot wait to share these conversations with these women with you. However, I need your help again. Do you know a woman who might be great for this podcast? I have several interviews already done and lined up ready to go, but I would love to have a whole season to record before I introduce the podcast out into the world. So what I need from you, if you know a woman who either lives in Kansas City, in Kansas or Missouri, or even in the Midwest as a whole, I would love to talk to them. Not saying that those stories on the East and West coasts are not important. I just think they're already covered by a lot of podcasts out there. So I'm really looking forward to kind of focusing a little bit on the Midwest to start. I also love supporting local businesses, as I'm a local businesswoman myself. So if there's any way that I can do that, I'm all for it. What are the requirements? Sorry guys, they have to be a woman, at least to start. I'm really looking forward to focusing on female stories because I think they're really interesting and they have a really interesting quality to them that I can really relate to in terms of a conversation. So that's why I'm starting with women, not saying that I won't interview men in the future, but for now, let's stick with the females. Secondly, like I said, I would love if they're a Midwest lady. And then thirdly, just that they have a story to share. If they're willing to talk about their failures. I don't want to talk to anybody who seems perfect and that's all they want to talk about is how perfect they are. I want to talk about the mess ups and the failures because I think that's where the real meat of the story is. So if you know somebody that fits those requirements, or maybe you yourself fits those requirements, I would love it if you sent me an email to megan@crazybananas.com, or you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, send me a private message. Tell me why you or your friend would be great for an interview, maybe a little bit about them, or if it's you, a little bit about you, and I'll get back to you. Thank you guys so much for all of your input. You're amazing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.